What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of BKNY Hoops. If you are new to the channel, it's your boy Rashid. All right, let's get into it. You guys see the title, you see the actual graphics. The Spurs are getting greedy and they have spoiled the plans, it seems like, for the time being, of Sean Marks trading up to actually get Dylan Harper. Let's get into the actual article. It's a lot to go over. We're not going to try to be on here for too long tonight, man. I'm dog tired. All right, so here it is. This comes from Bleacher Report over here. And it says that the San Antonio Spurs attempt to trade for Giannis Antetokounmpo this summer. Their offer will be likely to include the number 2 pick in the 2025 NBA draft. So it seems like right now that the Spurs are just holding on right now. But I was reading another report saying that the Spurs may likely want to keep Dylan Harper. And it's a serious gamble, right? Because we know what his NBA comp is. NBA comp is looking more like, well, he said James Harden, and I hope that's not true because, like, as Kobe Bryant says, like James Harden's, style of play is just never going to actually win a championship, man, for like many reasons. But let's get back into this over here. It says, all right, so San Antonio has the ability to put together a package of future picks that could be very enticing to the Bucks, a team that is severely lacking in long-term assets. So the Nets actually has some assets too, but I mean, now when you can actually take the number 2 pick, right, and then put them along with that assets. So it says, addition to their own future picks, the Spurs own a 2027 first-round selection from the Hawks. Swap rights with the Hawks in 26 and 2030. All right, so let's get into the whole meat of this article over here. It says, as per ESPN, Bobby Marks, the Spurs and the Houston Rockets are the two teams that could check every box to executive a potential deal for Giannis. Of course, it's unclear if Giannis will be even available. All right, so right now, and this is the whole kicker over here, man. It says trading now the Spur. No, is the De'Aaron Fox is the actual problem here, right? They had to sign him to, I think, a max contract extension of $229 million. I think that's the number I actually saw. And hell to the nigga. Hell no, I would not do that, man. No way. No way, no way, no way. Um, he hasn't made an all-star team. Did he ever make an all-star team? I'm not actually sure. I don't remember him making an all-star team. But I don't know, man. He that that's a lot. That's $271 million. Ooh, no, $229 million. And it says Wimbiana will be eligible for a 5-year, $271 million contract extension next summer. It says, given the difficulties some teams may have the navigating or with expensive rosters in the second apron era, and it's looking like the timeline actually really works really well with Dylan Harper and Victor Wembanyama. Yo, Daniel, what's going on, bro? What's going on? But like again, Dylan Harper, he seems like a really, really good player. But and I'm not saying that Dylan Harper is D'Angelo Russell. I'm not saying that at all. I think he's better, but you never know. D'Angelo Russell was the number 2 pick, and look where he's at right now. Where you have De'Aaron Fox is like maybe an all-star, border like all-star caliber type player. You know what you're actually getting with De'Aaron Fox, but the money, right? And you talking about the second apron. Now, Victor Wembanyama actually really does need a point guard. Now, the trade with the Brooklyn Nets would be like Cam Johnson and like trading Cam Johnson to probably get the number 2 pick. We know what Cam Johnson actually is. I mean, this is the best season he actually had. I think he averaged almost like 19 something points per game. Capable of actually playing off the basketball. And with Wembanyama, right? You need spacing. You need guys that actually come off screens. Catch and shoot. He actually puts the ball on the floor. He's a decent defender. So if I'm looking to make a run, and really look to make some noise in the Western Conference, spacing is actually really, really seriously critical, man. And you see, you look at the actual Spurs, not the Spurs, the Minnesota Timberwolves. You have Rudy Gobert there, man. I mean, like defenders can actually drop. So I don't know, man. It's a gamble over here, for the actual Spurs, man. And let's get into some more other news over here, man. Actually, you know what? I'm going to save this one for a separate video over here. It says they have a mock draft. Brooklyn Nets stops Ace Bailey slide. So there's a potentiality of Ace Bailey slide into the number 8th pick, man. So he was a top 3. And, all the stuff that I actually alluded to, now the scouts and, other media pundits are really starting to pick it up. Hey, we were one of the first 2 over here to break it down first for you guys over here that Ace Bailey it's a serious wild card. And like you look at AJ DeBonsta, right? I mean, he's better than him right now. Basketball IQ, right? Like puts the work in terms of developing his body, studying film, like just understanding how the game is supposed to be played. And you just look at like Ace Bailey. Ace Bailey is like just probably one of the like his basketball IQ. It's like right on par with Russell Westbrook over there, man. So let's look into some like net prospect watches, potential picks for Brooklyn at number 19. And here's guys, and this is what I told you guys about what's it called? Diego Demine Diego over here, man. And he was at number 7 or number 8, but he's projected to actually drop down to 18, 19, maybe 20. It says his slide. Oh, so all right, lack of aggression when it comes to scoring and 27.3 shooting from the 3. Yeah, he has a lot to work on. He needs to get stronger. If you're gonna be a really great passer, to me, you actually have to really be able to score the basketball, man. So if he's struggling to do that in college, you're averaging 10.6 points, 3.9 rebounds, and the 5.5 assists is not that bad, right? It's not, but you should be at least. I think Ben Simmons gave you at least 15, 16 something points a game. I mean, 10.6 is like a backup like point guard like numbers right there. And you can't like really excel in the actual college and drop at least 20 against like college guys. I'm kind of like really a little nervous right there, man, in terms of drafting him. And I mean, you rather keep D'Angelo Russell, man. And as talks about Danny Wolf, right now, him I actually really like, and if you can get him in the mid-second round, it says the 7-footer fits the Nikola Jokic mold with his scoring, rebound, playmaking. Wolf can do it all. Yeah, and I don't want to play the video. I think I did a video on him about 5 or 6 months ago. He can actually handle the basketball. When he dribbles the ball, he keeps his head up. He can actually really truly see the floor. But he's a little older, right? But I mean, right now, like if you look at him, I mean, it would definitely be an upgrade. Your Lakey was good, man. It would definitely be an upgrade towards from Nick Claxton right there, man. I don't think in terms of his athleticism, he's not the most. I look at him like what's that player's name, man? Shit, this is like I forgot the one I forgot the guy's name. It'll come to mind though, man. It'll come to mind. Now Nolan Troyer, right? Same thing with what I was saying about Jaeger over here. 11.6 points per game, 5.1 assists. 6'4". I think his size. I think he's like a buck 80 something. It says Trey displays great ability to get downhill and attack the rim despite his frame. He's a shifty scorer, so that actually helps, man. If you like really, really shifty, you can actually get the defense off balance. That really, really, truly helps right there. But here we go, right here. 30% from the three in 30 games this season, which could be a major problem for guard needy franchises. Yeah, you gotta be able to shoot the three. And I don't want to hear this. What's good, man? Go Heat 22. What's good? What's good? So all this, like you can work on that. You can work on it. Well, Ben Simmons never worked on his. He never worked on the 3-point shot. The Dennis Smith Jr. Man, I can think of a lot of players like this that comes into the league and really just doesn't develop for whatever reason, man. So I mean, if he can actually shoot, then I could say, it would help. But if he can't shoot, man, 30%, and then like he only averages 10.6 points a game. 11.6 points a game. I mean, again, these are like backup point guard numbers right here, man. This, and there's a reason why he actually really fell, because I think we were looking at him last October, November. They had him as 3 and 4, but then again, as you see, the season goes on. The more minutes that like a player gets, sometimes could really truly expose them. Some players may look good in like 15-minute spurts, but then you start giving them 30, 35 minutes. Um, so okay, so Trey has the potential to be a solid playmaker. I mean, I guess it would be an upgrade over D'Angelo Russell, man. I'll try to be positive here, but like try to be real, man. All right. So was it 11, 12 minutes? Yeah, that's all I got, man. I'm dog tired right now. There's only like 2 people over here, man. Shit. It ain't worth actually doing this live over here, man. All right, so definitely like, comment, subscribe, and share the stream. When you share, the universe certainly shares back with you. Peace.